Well, the nationwide lockdown has impacted businesses across the country, and the business of cab hailing services has also been impacted severely. However, in the third phase of the nationwide lockdown, economic activities have resumed. Cab aggregator service Ola has also resumed operations. And to talk about the same, joining me on the broadcast is Anand Subramanian, spokesperson for Ola Cabs. Thank you for speaking to us this morning, Mr. Subramanian. First up, Ola has started with its operations, on 4th of May, which was first day of phase 3 of the national lockdown. How did it really go? What was the kind of response that you picked up? How smooth were the operations on day one?
Absolutely. Look, we've started operations in about 100 cities across the country, which are predominantly only orange and green zones. At this point in time, it is also imperative that we urge our customers to only undertake essential travel, as the larger fight against COVID is still on. But we understand that people have to get to and fro work. People have to go places that are essential. So operations have been smooth across these 100 cities, and we have put in place a very rigorous mechanism to ensure that the highest standards of safety and precaution are undertaken in every ride that happens across the country.
All right, 100 cities and day one, like you said, looked smooth. But, as for the new guidelines that you're functioning on, tell us more about the 10 steps to a safer ride initiative that you've taken now.
Absolutely. Look, this is a very challenging time, and the new normal is about ensuring that everyone comes together to make sure that every single precaution is taken. We have launched an initiative called 10 Steps to a Safer Ride, 5 steps for drivers and 5 for customers. All of these with a single intent of enabling a safe, high quality ride, both for drivers and consumers. For drivers, in fact, we have mandated that there should be no travel in red or containment zones across the country, even in cities where they may be operational. There is a selfie authentication process that we have in place that also authenticates a driver wearing a mask at the start of the day to ensure that the driver does have a mask available at any point in time. Drivers have been equipped with a sanitization kit, a hygiene kit, that will have a mask, a sanitizer, and disinfectant spray and cleaning equipment. And after every ride, the driver is expected to clean all common surfaces and do a quick cleaning of the car to ensure that the next passenger gets a clean, safe ride. Additionally, we have also empowered both customers and drivers with flexible cancellations if they find either of them not wearing a mask. So both customers and drivers have the flexibility to cancel if they find the other not wearing a mask. Right. So a mask is essentially compulsory. For customers, we have requested that ACs be switched off, windows rolled down, and only 2 passengers per cab in the rear of the vehicle be allowed to travel. We are urging all customers to undertake cashless transactions to avoid any exchange, physical exchange whatsoever, and also are requesting customers to deal with their own belongings and luggage. All of this keeping in mind the fact that social distancing is extremely primary as a precaution at this time.
All right. You did mention, Mr. Anand, that proper sanitization of the cabs will take place after every ride, and also an individual, be it the driver or the customer, can in fact cancel the ride if the other person is not wearing a mask. So those kind of precautions certainly that you're going ahead with. But how are you ensuring that proper sanitization of the cabs take place? Are you keeping a check on that personally? Because hygiene and safety is of utmost importance right now.
Absolutely. So drivers have gone through a very dedicated training module on one hand. We have also enabled them with personal hygiene kits that have the equipment. They have been sensitized very heavily on the need to do this, both for themselves and for customers. Like I said, this is a joint initiative. This brings collective effort from everyone in the ecosystem, from Ola as a platform, from customers and from drivers, right? And we are very hawk-eyed on feedback at this time that is coming in from customers on a per ride basis. So we have put in multiple controls and checks in that front, and made everything possible to ensure that there is sufficient incentive for the driver to clean and ensure that the customer has a safe, high quality ride every single time.
All right. And what about the fares, if I may ask, Mr. Anand, because cab services were not on for the past so many days, and in that sense, there was certainly a dip in the demand. What's the latest status as far as the fare is concerned?
Look, demand is picking up slowly, I would say rather steadily, because of the fact that many people are coming out to go to and fro work. But like I said, we are urging customers to stay indoors as much as possible and only undertake essential travel on the platform. Fares at this point in time are according to our normal rate card, according to what the local governments prescribe as a fare range, and customers have an upfront fare available to them right before they book their ride. So that's the update on demand and fares. And at this point in time, all focus is on ensuring that customers are able to get a high quality, safe ride, as much as drivers are also able to be safe in these risky conditions.
Oh yes, we leave it at that. Appreciate you joining us, Mr. Anand Subramanian, and speaking to us, taking us through all those details as far as Ola cab services in both orange and green zones concerned. Ola has resumed its services. Mr. Anand tells us that they're operating in at least 100 cities across the country now. We leave it at that. Thank you, Mr. Subramanian.
Thank you.